it's Siobhan, and today we are going to start my journey with healthier eating. Yes, I do have my glass here. That's a little healthier drink than normal. We're going to go ahead and get started. Today I'm making my family some baked halibut with some cabbage, and I think I have like some steamed veggies, rice cauliflower mix that I really love, and it's super easy to either pop in the microwave. I do like to cook it, but let's get started. I bought this beautiful cabbage. It was just calling my name. Had all these layers. I already took these off. I'm going to chop that up later. I really don't need the whole thing. I am going to cut this in half, and I usually get my husband to do this for me because I need muscle power, but that's my whole journey with eating healthier and living a healthier life. I am going to start exercising. While I cut this up, I do want to tell you why I'm on my journey. I recently, maybe about a month ago, had emergency surgery on my gallbladder, and found out I had some other issues, and so to correct that, I gotta start eating better. Not so much, bad sugars. I still have a little bit this last few last 2 weeks. But this is my journey, and I'm going to document it. Healthy, new me. And so with the cabbage, you do want to cut the core out. This middle part here, you don't want to eat that. What we're going to do, we're going to put it in the pan with some olive oil. And I just found out that canola oil, although I thought it was healthy, it's not as healthy for someone like me with a fatty liver. That's what I have. So I do olive oil, but I am going to start cooking more of my things with olive oil, and I'm going to start looking into some avocado oil and things of that nature. And if you follow me, you can find out when I start using it. And the olive oil I'm going to use is Trader Joe's organic extra virgin olive oil right here. That's the one I have. They didn't have my normal one that I usually get, but everything happens for a reason. I really love that one. It's super good. And I am glad that I got it. So let's get started. So with this, I do like to go ahead and cut in small pieces. I did get this recipe from my mother-in-law, so I can't take credit. She said instead of boiling it and taking all the nutrients, she started cooking it in the pan, and we do like it a little bit crunchy. We don't really overcook it because then it really loses its nutrients. So I cut these in pieces. I'm going to go ahead and cut the rest of this and get started. What I want to do is, it doesn't take that long. I have my oven preheating for my halibut, and it's a nice portion size that I got at Sprouts. Hopefully you guys have a great market nearby that you can grab you some great, fish items that you can serve your family. But this, I'm going to cut all at once. Doesn't take long. I have my oven preheating, as I stated. It's preheating at 450. We got the recipe online, but we ended up switching the recipe just a little bit. So what I did was I rolled up these so I can just go ahead and chop it. And it comes out, it's beautiful. I love it. So yummy. And doing it this way, my kids actually now eat cabbage. I've always grown up eating cabbage, and I could could not get my kids to eat it when I was making it the old-fashioned way, the only way I knew how, boiling in that nature. But my kids, they love it now. Okay, well, they might not love it, but they eat it. And that's enough for me. And if you've seen, I have 4 kids, so it definitely is something when all of them eat their green vegetables. So I have all of this in there. This is a lot of cabbage. I might not even end up cooking it all, but I do that. And let's see, I'm going to go ahead and before I get started on that, I'm going to go ahead and put it on a plate here. Get it off my cutting board for a second because I want to go ahead and cut some green bell pepper, and I'm going to add that with some red onion and garlic. All of this is fresh. It really does give it great flavor when you do that. And so let's leave that. Let's go ahead and put that beautiful green veggie to the side. And then that way I can cut the rest of my items. That's gonna go for this green dish, and then we'll go ahead and show you what I put on my baked halibut. It's really good. We just started eating it because I found out it was a healthier fish. Sorry about that. That was my daughter, Mama 4 here. So it's a healthier fish that is, you know, good for me, as I stated. With my issues, I need a more white fish, not so much fatty type thing, but a white fish. That would be helpful to me. So I just cut a small piece off of my bell pepper. I'm taking off the seeds because they're seeds. You don't want that. And so what I do is I just slice in small pieces, and depending on your amount and how much bell pepper you want, you can do the amount of bell pepper. And I just cut it up in dices. I don't do it fine because it's a lot of cabbage, so it's not really needed. Yes, my kids do pick it out sometimes, but not all the time. So let's see, cut another piece and get that going. And we'll cut everything, put everything in the pan. I'm so excited. Okay, so I have my bell pepper. That's about as much as I want. I'm gonna go ahead and get my trusty baggies here. I didn't pre-cut anything of my, what is this, my onion. I went ahead, this is like straight raw. This is how I cook. Everything's everywhere. Just about, until I'm ready. Clean up. Oh, got something that over there so I can throw it away. I have a dog, so I don't like to leave it on the floor. He doesn't need to eat it. He's a puppy. So I just slice a piece of my onion off. And then I just start slicing away. It's nothing, you know, they're already, when you slice it down side that way, it's already kind of sliced in chunks that you want. And it doesn't take much for the seasoning to go ahead and give your food that flavor that you're looking for. And then I have me some fresh garlic, just a clove, a little piece that I had left from my whole garlic. We do like to start cooking with the fresh garlic now. It just seems to give our, I do have garlic pepper out. I don't know why it's habit. But the fresh garlic really does give our food a lot of flavor. And if you can, my dog is in here. He hears me videoing. Chase, quiet. His name is Chase. He's a puppy. Okay, so everything is chopped up. I only put 1 thing of garlic because I don't want it to overpower my cabbage. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my, got my drink. This is my nice glass that I just got for Mother's Day this year. Like my favorite bottle of wine right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn on my pan. It doesn't take that long to heat. And that way I can go ahead and get this in here. And what you want to do is go ahead and drizzle a little bit. You don't need a lot of oil because you don't want it greasy. You want to just make sure you have enough to cover the pan. That way you have all of that going. So you can go ahead and speed up the process, make sure it gets all over. Do it however you want. I use my spatula really quick. And now it's time for the cabbage. So just start taking it, placing it in your pan, and going all around. Filling up. And with that, you can also, because you're gonna do that, you want to mix in your bell pepper and onion. That way you're not having it all stuck on the top there. And I don't think you can hear it, but it's already starting to sizzle, which is great. The rest of my stuff in there. Make sure I get, I know, I'm digging out all the green. This really is a lot for me. I'm going to have to save the rest of this for my family. I don't like to overcook amounts of food that we're not going to eat. So that's enough. And I will go ahead and save that. So what we're going to do is now season our cabbage. Now I have just black pepper, and I use a lot of organic seasoning. Well, this isn't organic, but I don't want to waste it. So I have some salt, sea salt, and organic black pepper that I just go ahead and put that over the top and let that start cooking. So I'm going to set this to the side really quick. And once that gets cooking and cooks down a little bit, I'll start putting the halibut in. Hi, okay, so the cabbage has been cooking down like I want, and I told you I would go ahead and start putting my halibut into the oven. And I do have my favorite bottle of wine right now. It's the Stella Rosa Moscato d'Asti. It's really yummy. It's very low in percentage, which is great because I don't like a lot. Anyway, that's that. So on my halibut, I'm going to put fresh squeezed lemon, some rosemary towards the end for a little garnish and flavor, and some fresh garlic that I already have sliced here. These are already pre-sliced portions. I have 5 pieces. These are nice pieces for my husband and my boys and myself. My girls, on the other hand, they don't like as much, but I do have 1 piece that I'm going to cut in half. So that way I can split it between the 2 girls. So now I have a total of 6 pieces, which is great. And I'm going to go ahead and start seasoning. And with this, we like to use a little seasoning that's found here down south. It's called Slap Ya Mama. I think that's really funny, but it's really, really good. It has a lot of basic seasonings. We're gonna use that, and we're gonna use some sea salt And this is like a Cajun seasoning, Slap Your Mama. It's really awesome. I love it. Sea salt. And I'm just gonna shake it and make sure I season all of those. There's that. Slap Your Mama. I just like saying it. I think when I found out about this, my mother-in-law told me about it, and I just think it's hilarious. It cracks me up just saying the word Slap Your Mama. And let's see, I did get this recipe online, but then my husband kind of tweaked it, and it's his recipe, so I'm making it for the first time today. And I'm gonna go ahead and ask, honey, black pepper? Okay, he gave me a nod, yes. He likes a little bit more pepper. The Slap Your Mama does have pepper in it. That's why I went ahead and asked my husband, does he want a little bit extra? That way I can make sure it's on there. So I'm going to go ahead, I have me a baking sheet already pre-lined with parchment paper so my fish doesn't stick to the pan. I'm going to go ahead and plate it here. That way I can go ahead and squeeze the lemon juice and anything residual will stay on the pan. And that way I can go ahead and top it off. And I'm going to use a whole lemon because it is, oh, and I did miss some seeds, so I'm gonna go ahead and take that out. But it is, make sure that I get that lemon flavor really yummy in there. And super good. Garlic, let's see. Maybe I should have sliced more. No, that's enough. Let's get that on there. Let's see, there's that. And that's it. I have my foil. I am going to add the rosemary, as I said, later at the end. But my oven has been preheating at 450. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in. And my daughter's back here. Watch out, daughter. I'm going to go ahead and put it on the top rack and get that going. And just so you know, my cabbage has been cooking on low heat, so it won't overburn while I was seasoning my fish. Okay? And I can't wait to taste it. Okay, so my fish is in the oven, my halibut. It is baking with all my yummy seasonings. And I'm gonna let it stay in there for about 20-25 minutes. I myself like it cooked a little bit more. That's why I kind of said 25 minutes, but you can do 20 minutes at 450. And my cabbage has been cooking on very, very low. It's nearly done. My fish is in the oven. And right now I'm gonna make some rice with veggies. I love it. It's really yummy. It's in the market anywhere. It is Green Giant Cauliflower Medley, and it has carrots, peas, and cauliflower chopped up very finely, and green onions. And with that, this is a steam bag, but it does say that you can cook it on the stove. And so for myself, I am going to cook it and add some salt and pepper over the stove top with some butter. I do Smart Balance. It's just the one that we really love. And so I'm gonna make 2 bags here because I'm feeding a lot of people. And these are really yummy. So I have about a tablespoon of butter. And I'm gonna just season my veggies. So it's pretty much fish with lots and lots of veggies. But what I like about this riced cauliflower is that it really does have the consistency of rice when it's chopped up. So it gives it that starchy texture without it actually being a starch. So it's gonna be really healthy for me, really yummy. I have it in a pan, and as you can hear, my cabbage is sizzling to perfection. And the only thing with this is that I love to eat my cabbage. I'm cooking, plus you want to taste it to see if it needs any more seasoning. So that way you're not serving bland food. And then I have my nice favorite piece of wine while I'm standing and cooking. Hi, okay, so I have been steering my cauliflower rice. That is done. And with my halibut, I like it to have a blackened appearance and taste and texture to it. So what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna remove our foil. And let's pull that out. Make sure you use your gloves, people. I know a lot of people out there like to just use a kitchen towel, but I wouldn't recommend that. And I should have put on my other one. So I'm gonna remove my foil, and then I'm gonna stick this back in to top. Now with the broil, do not put it on the bottom, just leave it in the oven where it is, okay? Because then it'll give you a whole other type of experience that you're not gonna want. So we're gonna go ahead and broil that for about 5 minutes, and then it's done. So now everything is done. Your fish is done, your cauliflower rice, and your cabbage, and it's time to plate. I went ahead and plated mine. I had a little fun, and I got a little creative. You can do whatever you like when you plate yours, but before you leave, I do want to say if you enjoyed this video and my journey, continue to follow me, hit that like and subscribe button at the bottom, and until then, next time, bon appetit.